Good morning and welcome to this week's Facebook Live chat. Today we are going to discuss a very interesting tax type. This is a tax type, where most of us actually contribute towards without even realizing it. For example, tomorrow is going to be a Friday. Most of us will be going out. We're going to take those nice beers. We're going to drink the wines. We're going to drink the ciders. We're going to be happy. And for those ones who've got building projects, you're going to buy cement, you'll probably be going to your projects. And then even right now, we are streaming live, you're using your bundles, you're actually paying a tax on those bundles that you're using to stream live and watch us. So this duty that we're talking about, no, it's not VAT, it is called local excise duty. But before we go into all the nitty-gritties of this local excise duty that we want to talk about, we want to just tell you, our viewers, that please, if you have any question as we go about discussing, you are free to leave a comment in the comment section and we'll be able to get back to you as soon as we can. My name is Karen Simonde. I'm an inspector under the Excise Directorate, and with me here is my colleague Willard Nonde, and we've been working together in the Excise Directorate for a little over 2 years. So, Willard, this local excise that we're talking about, just shed more light for our viewers.
Thank you, Karen. So, this local excise duty that we are going to be discussing today is a very special tax in that it is just applicable on selected goods that are manufactured in Zambia and selected services that are provided in Zambia. So we are talking of a type of tax that is not applicable on all the goods and services that are provided in Zambia. So it's just the selected goods and selected services. So it's not every product. I want our viewers to be able to know that it's not every product, but just a selected product.
Okay. So as Willard has rightly put, it is not a broad tax. It is not applicable to everything. So it's special in that it came about because it's a deterrent tax. It's taxed on those items that are said to be of a luxurious nature, as well as they've got adverse impact on your health as well as the environment. So some of the products, Willard, you can mention a few and then I'll be able to chip in.
So as Karen has stated, we have products that we want to deter or to prevent consumption of those products. So in that category, we have products that like tobacco, cigarettes. So we have tobacco, that tobacco and is attract excise duty. We have alcoholic beverages, we have spirits, we have wines, we have clear beer. So your mosi that you'll be drinking tomorrow, the castle that you're going to be drinking tomorrow, the gin, the whiskey, and all that attracts excise duty. Then Karen, also you mentioned cement and
yes. In addition to those products that Willard has highlighted, we also have things that you don't even think about. The gas that you put in your car, petrol and diesel, you pay excise duty on those things. And then on top of that, we also have plastic carrier bags. These ones, when you go about moving around, you see plastics everywhere. So this excise duty was imposed so that we prevent people from using these plastics that are not biodegradable. And so that's why we said at the beginning of the discussion, I highlighted to say it's a deterrent tax. So we charge excise duty on plastic bags. And then on top of that, we also have a service actually. We have one service which is airtime. Like I mentioned earlier in the opening, I had mentioned to say that even as we are streaming live right now, the bundles that you are using right now to stream live and watch us and listen to our discussion, you are using talk time, you're using bundles, we are charging excise duty on that. So having said that, I think it's very important for people out there to know that, okay, so now they realize that there's this local excise that we pay duty on without realizing it. I'm sure one of the viewers out there is asking, oh, so I'm supposed to go and pay, I'm supposed to register. I think it would be very important for us to tell them who pays for this excise duty.
Okay, so we have people that are watching us from offices, the beautiful ladies there putting on some nice makeup. So we want to tell you now how and who pays for this particular tax type. So local excise is paid for by us, the consumers. Me and you, when we consume these products, we are actually paying excise duty. But you do not necessarily need to come to ZRA and pay that excise duty. So the people who are making these products, so if I am making cosmetics, I am making the body lotion, I am making act as agents and collect on behalf of ZRA. Now, they, at the onset we said this is a very special tax. So it's very special in that even the rates are actually different for each particular product. So you're going to find that people will pay at different rates. So I know, and I'm going to throw it to you. At what rate do our people pay on the makeup?
So ladies, I'm sure this one is more, applicable to us, so to say. But yeah, we actually do pay excise duty on makeup. And it's a good thing because we are contributing to the coffers for the government. So excise, being a very special tax, like we had highlighted earlier, does not have a standard rate. It's not across the board. There are different tax rates for each product that we had earlier mentioned. So for cosmetics, it's 20%. And then you have for non-alcoholic beverage. As a non-alcoholic beverage, we have carbonated drinks, we have Mahel, we have water, mineral water. We have a whole range. We have juices. We have a whole range. Kombucha, all those things. So like under non-alcoholic, the tax rate is only 0.05 ingwe per liter only, and then opaque beer only pays 0.15 ingwe per liter. So it's not fixed. And then we have cement. We had given an example of cement earlier. It's only 40 kwacha per ton. So there are different rates for each product. And if there's someone there, you probably heard of a product that you're manufacturing and you would want to know the specific rate that applies, please feel free to write in the comment section to ask. We'll be able to get back to you. Or if you want the whole schedule, we have a schedule where we have all the products listed and the applicable tax rates. You can write to us. We'll be able to give you those details.
And if there's anyone who's just joining us, we are discussing local excise duty, and it's a very special tax. Like I earlier mentioned, it is a tax that is charged on locally manufactured selected goods and locally provided selected services. So we've mentioned a wide range of products that attract this excise duty. And I know you also, as you mentioned, non-alcoholic beverages, you also mentioned water, but it's important for our viewers to know that water you actually pay at 0%. So the rate for water is 0%. The rate for opaque or chibuku as you drink it, it's 15 ingwe per liter. So it's a very special tax. And then we actually also discussed to say for anyone who's going to manufacture this or making this product, any of the products that we've listed that are excisable, they need to remit to ZRI. But before they can actually bring that money to ZRI, they need to get registered. So you are required to be registered, and then after registration, we are going to issue you with a license. But it is important to note that within the categories of the people we are going to register and license, it's not everyone who requires registration and licensing by ZRI. Some of the people, like the service companies, so to say, like service providers, all they need to do is to just be registered with us because they are licensed by other entities. For instance, when we talk of our colleagues in the internet service providers, what they just need to do is to get registered with us, but ZICTA is the one that gets to license them. Then we have the mobile network operators. These are also licensed by ZICTA, but registration for the purposes of accounting for excise duty has to be done by us. Then we have local manufacturers. Now, local manufacturers, if you are manufacturing non-alcoholic beverages, you are manufacturing alcoholic beverages, you are manufacturing cement, you are producing electricity, you are doing the junta, you're doing cosmetics and all those things, you are required to be licensed by us. With the exception, I think, of electricity, because those have to do with the Energy Regulation Board. So the rest have to be registered by us. Then we also issue them with what we call a manufacturer's license. And then I think you can chip in to be able to state to our viewers how much the license fee is and the validity and so on.
Yes, thank you, Willard. But before I even chip in to talk about the process of registration and licensing, I think it's important to also mention that the oil marketing companies, the ones that account for the excise duty on the petrol and diesel that we had earlier talked about, do not need to register with us. Like, as he earlier said, they are registered by a whole different entity, which is in this case the Energy Regulation Board. So they just need to register, but they will not be licensed by us. So they'll just need to register for purposes of remitting tax to us. Having said that, so the process for registration has been automated. You do not need to come to our offices to manually, lodge in your application. So just go to the ZRIA website, and the whole process is automated there. You can register for the tax type, and you register for licensing as well. The application will come through to our offices, we'll review it, and we'll definitely come to your premises to just come and check and to make sure that everything has been put in place. After that, we'll issue you with a license. But one thing you should also bear in mind is this license is obtained yearly. So, for example, you come today, you've realized through our tax chart that you're manufacturing water or you're manufacturing cosmetics and you do not have a license. So you come, we issue you with a license today. Your license will expire on the 31st of December. You will need to apply for a new license for next year. So this year we'll license you, but it will be for this year and it will expire on the 31st. So it's very important to know that these licenses are renewed yearly. So we'll give you a license for this year and you need to renew your license for next year. And then in addition to that, when we give you a license, say you're manufacturing cosmetics, when we issue you a license, as an excise manufacturer, we'll issue you a license to manufacture only cosmetics, because that's what you have applied for. So if we find that you are manufacturing non-alcoholic beverages, we'll ask you to obtain another license. So you should note that the license that we issue you will specify the kinds of goods that you are allowed to produce at your premises. Willard, what about for the cigarette importers?
Oh yeah. For cigarette importers, they are one of those manufacturers I stated, or one of those entities or companies that I stated to say they do not need to be licensed by us. So cigarette importers, all they need to do is registration. So if you want to import cigarettes, you want to import those fancy cigars that I know people will be smoking tomorrow as they go out, you basically just need to register with us. And then if you want to be in the business of distributing also those cigarettes and cigars, cigarillos and other products that fall within that category, all you need to do is registration. So when you register with us, and the validity of the registration will be for 3 years. So you register today, you can go on for the next 3 years to be able to import and distribute. So we just want you to get registered with us. Then we also have those exceptional companies that we stated that are in sectors that we do not license as ZRI. So we have
the
the airtime sector, the
oil
marketing companies. So these ones, the validity of their licenses depends on the licensing entities. So for OMCs, ERB has got their own licenses they issue out and their own validity periods. Then for airtime sector, so we are talking of internet service providers. So the people that are providing the internet and the people that are doing that are in the mobile network operators that we have, like MTN, Airtel, Zamtel. So these also are licensed by ZICTA, and the validity of their licenses depends on ZICTA. So that the companies that I have stated, all they need to do is registration with us and do not need to actually come to us and get a license every year.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So, viewers, I don't know if maybe there are some people who've just joined us. We are discussing local excise, and just a recap, we had talked about what local excise duty is. This is a special kind of duty that is charged on selected goods and items, goods and services. And some of the goods that we had earlier mentioned that attract excise duty, the alcoholic beverages, the usuals that we drink, the same wine that we enjoy over the weekend, the castles, the mosses, the junta, vodka, wine, cosmetics, electrical energy, the non-alcoholic beverages, chiwantu, kombucha, mineral water. All these attract excise duty, and if you are a manufacturer out there and you did not know that you need to apply to be registered as an excise manufacturer, please do come forward and we'll be able to assist you if you're unable. But the process has actually been simplified. Our tax online portal is fully functional. You can go there right now, visit our website and register.
I also wanted to state one thing when you mentioned the kombucha, and when you mentioned kombucha, and also when you mentioned chiwantu, I have seen we have a lot of people doing chiwantu, we have a lot of people doing munkoyo, packaging it, and we have also a lot of people that are doing the cosmetics to say, no, we have this particular body lotion that does so and so. So we need you all to come and get registered with us. As she stated, the process is very simple. You can actually do it from the comfort of your home. You don't necessarily need to come to us. You can do it through our platform, which is you go to our website. Then you go to your portal and register for this excise duty. So when you do the registration, then us will step in to schedule our inspection as you apply for the license, and then guide you through the process. We are willing and available and ready to be able to guide you through all these processes until you get registered, until you get licensed. So there are so many platforms, and all those that are out there that are doing these particular products that we've mentioned, we need you on board. Come and get registered. Karen is willing to assist you. I am also willing, and many others are there willing and ready. We exist because of you, and we are willing to be able to assist you through this process. It's not difficult, it's very simple. You are going to do it, I know.
And in addition to that, I'm sure maybe one or two people out there would want clarity on how to go about it. Maybe you missed something, you didn't understand something, or you're having challenges, using the online portal. Please come through to our offices. The Excise Directorate is just opposite the head office. It's at Finsbury Park, the first floor. You are welcome. We'll walk you through the process. It's a very simple process. And we also have another office in Ndola at Mpendwa House. But if you're outside Lusaka or Ndola, you can go to any ZRA office and they'll be able to assist you. You can also call our call center. They'll be able to transfer your call to us, or you can write to us, and you can even write on the Facebook page. We'll be able to respond to your queries. But our appeal is that if you know that you're manufacturing any of these products that we had earlier mentioned, please do come forward and we'll be able to assist you.
And I also wanted to state one more thing to our taxpayers in terms of the outlets and where they can actually reach us from. Like for our taxpayers in Lusaka, we have the outlet at Cosmopolitan.
Yes.
We also have our outlet at East Park. So you can actually go there and inquire more on this excise that we are discussing. If you want a schedule of the rates, if you want to know which product, if you are not sure of certain products that you are manufacturing and you want to know whether they are attracting excise duty, you can go to these outlets, you can come to our headquarters here. We'll be able to assist you through the registration. Then we also have our call center, which is 41111. So you can call, we'll still be able to respond to you. We have the email, so you can email advice@zria.org.zm. The website also is full of information on excise. You'll be able to download the brochure that will show you on all the information you need on excise, local excise management. So all these platforms are available for you. Please reach us and get the information that you need.
Okay. So viewers, thank you so much for joining me and Willard as we discussed local excise, and we do hope that you had fun as much as we did, and you did learn one or two things. And we are looking at a few questions right now, and we'll be able to read one or two out and respond. Willard, do you have a question from our users?
Okay, so we have a question that someone is asking what type of plastic bags are excisable. So Karen, what type of plastic bags are excisable that attract excise duty? By excisable, we mean those that attract excise duty.
That attract excise duty.
Yes.
So I must make mention that it's just those that are produced locally, and they are plastic carrier bags that are not degradable. These are the ones that attract excise duty. Do we have another question?
We also have a question from Joshua Mutavi.
Okay.
And Joshua Mutavi is asking a question: what about those who just import electronic items, e.g. plasma TVs, home theater, wardrobe, and speakers, but if you don't have a shop and supply to the shops in the country, can they register also? So Joshua, our discussion today is centered on local excise duty. So the products or the items you've mentioned do not actually attract excise duty. So you don't need to register with us. You just need to import. Then our customs division and our colleagues from there will guide you. But if you need more clarity, you can actually come to ZRA or email, or just call the call center. We'll be able to direct you to the people that actually can respond to all these questions that you have. So we'll be able to assist also. Then we have another question from Nara. Does manufacture of cooking oil fall in this tax category? Can you take on that, Karen?
No, Nara, it does not fall in this category. It's not taxable. It's not liable for excise duty.
Yes. So for all those that still have questions, you can still ask. We'll still be able to respond to you. Then you can also do it through the platforms that we've mentioned. So the platforms, there are emails. There's a Facebook page. So at email, they can email to advice@zra.org.zm. Then for phoning, you can call our call center at 41111. Then you can go, for those in Lusaka, you can go to Cosmopolitan. We've got an outlet there. You can come here. We are located at Finsbury Park, just opposite the ZRA head office. Then you can come through and get your queries responded to.
But please keep posting those questions. In as much as the program is coming to an end, we'll still be able to respond to you. If there's something pressing, you can even leave your number, we'll call you. And thank you so much for all the comments, for all the questions. And we hope one or two people actually did take away something, and we hope that we're going to have more people coming out and coming to register for this duty that we're talking about. And from me and Willard, we are very grateful that you are able to join us today, and have a good day. And remember, it's my tax, your tax, our destiny.